My name's Liza, and welcome to Blackacre. Today, we're going to be in the community garden. Have you ever heard of a community garden before? It's a place where the community, your neighbors, your family, come to plant and grow vegetables and fruit. So today, we're going to look at some examples of some of the vegetables and fruit that's growing here at Blackacre. So here we have some kale. Here's some spinach. And then over here we have a good example of some of the fruit that's grown here at Blackacre. And you can see they're just starting to develop. Not quite ready to eat yet, but almost. So the first thing we need for healthy, happy plants is
sun.
And next we need
Water.
And last but not least,
We need soil and nutrients.
so today we're going to be focusing on soil and nutrients. And the nutrients in the soil makes the plants healthy, happy, and strong. Now plants absorb nutrients in the soil through their stems. When it rains, the plants suck up like a straw the nutrients out of the soil, and they use that nutrients to grow. So they don't do that all by themselves. The soil needs a little bit of a helper, and those are called decomposers. And decomposers are helpers, and they work really, really hard to make the soil healthy, which in turn makes the plants big, strong, and tall. So we see some examples here. Harlan, would you show us some examples of the decomposers in your poster?
Worms, grubs, millipedes, and centipedes.
So decomposers are known as the trash collectors of the garden. They actually, in the soil, break down and eat the organic materials, and then in turn, take that organic material that is dead and has fallen, and they make it into nutrients for the soil. Hey, Murdoch and Guthrie, see all this dead, unused organic material? See the logs that have fallen? See the dead leaves that have fallen on the ground? The sticks? All of this is used by decomposers. They break down all this unused dead material and they turn it into healthy nutrients in the soil. Let's see if we can find any other decomposers at work. So hey Murdoch, what'd you find? Oh my gosh, that's an earthworm. Did you know that an earthworm is known as the king of decomposers? They eat the soil as they move underground, filtering bits of organic debris and releasing minerals as they digest their food. One place you can find decomposers at work is in a compost pile or bin. Look, it's Lee. He's the Blackacre naturalist.
Hey
What
guys,
you looking for?
I'm looking for fungi and mushrooms right now. Right here we have a freshly grown mushroom that's popped out of this log here. Fungi really come out, mushrooms really come out after big rains like we've had here. They are one of the main decomposers, especially of hardwoods that we have growing around here. They're some of the only organisms that can really break down hardwood like this. And how it works is when the mushroom spores come into the wood, they grow inside of it and they will eat inside of the wood. And when they run out of wood to eat, when the fungi is grown all the way inside of the log and it doesn't have anywhere else to go, then it'll make a mushroom. So most of the fungi is inside the log. If you ever see a log with fungus on it. Here's another beautiful
Is this
one
another
right
example,
here.
Lee?
This is.
at all the colors, the variations in colors.
These are a turkey tail type mushrooms. These are known as false turkey tails. But come out here anytime after a good rain and you can see all kinds of beautiful fungi and mushrooms.
Let's go down in the forest and see if we can find some more decomposers at work.
Now those are called dead man's fingers because he looked like a zombie poking his hand up from the ground.
Let me give you some examples of how decomposers break down organic materials and turn it into nutrients for the soil. Think about a log. We looked at a log earlier when we were walking in the forest. The log is a dead, fallen organic material, and it's fallen. And without decomposers, that log would stay there indefinitely. But those decomposers help to break down the log and then in turn, turn it back into the soil. Another example is an apple fallen off a tree. It lands on the ground and all the decomposers come over and they start breaking down that apple and returning that nutrients down into the soil. So you think about the restaurants that you love going to. Well, decomposers love compost piles because there the gardener's actually taken all the dead, fallen organic materials and put them into a pile for the decomposers. It's like a big restaurant for decomposers. So here's an example of one of our farmers' compost piles. And this is all fallen, dead organic material. We have grass, leaves, pine needles, sticks. We might actually find some of the plant material that the farmer didn't use that they also placed here in the compost pile. Now, if you look deeply in this compost pile, you will find lots and lots of decomposers, and they're breaking down all that organic material that we're not using, and they're turning it into nutrients for the soil. So over time, those decomposers have been eating and working hard to add nutrients to the soil. So here we have an example of a compost pile that has been here for a little while. And the decomposers have really been working hard to convert all of that organic material into rich nutrient soil. Now today, I'm gonna take this soil and I'm gonna put it with my peppers that I just planted. And that's really gonna help those peppers to grow. So I'm just gonna take a little bit here. You can see how dark and rich this soil is. So I know these decomposers have been working very hard on this pile right here. So here's a pepper plant that I planted directly into the soil. And this is a clay-based soil. So to provide extra nutrients, I'm gonna add it to the soil that was already in the ground. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll come to Blackacre to look for decomposers here, the nature's trash collectors. They're turning organic and inorganic materials into nutrients in soil to help all our plants grow big and strong.